everybody to tonight's concert, Green Grass and Blue Water, with UW-Stout's symphonic singers and chamber choir, and also later we will have a guest ensemble as well. So this particular concert considered as us inviting ourselves to open for Earth Week. Next week is Earth Week, and there's actually plenty of activities happening on campus as well. So if you're someone who is interested in learning more about the environment, learning more about things that we can do for it, or free food, most likely you'll find at least two of those things listed above. Monday from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock at the UW-Stout Library. There are plenty of things happening, so just check out every single level. There's some exhibition, there are some I think poster, all kinds of stuff. You can check our website, uwstout.edu, and then search for Earth Week, and you'll find a lot of things. Also, on the program tonight, you will find quite a few different QR codes. One of which I want to point out for you is that if at any point when we're moving between choirs, you feel like, well, I just want to do something, you can. We would like to learn more about you. So one of those QR codes would lead you to a survey, audience survey. It will take literally 1 minute for you to fill out, just so that we know where you are, who you are, how you hear about us, and all that good stuff. So take a moment. And for a few lucky people, our student staff, Angie, might have reached out to you to see if you would like to fill out a long survey. And if you do, if you decide to do that, she also has a QR code that you can scan. If you decide to do that and you have completed it, 1, please return it to her after the concert, and 2, you too can actually trade that completed survey for a free pencil featuring our UW-Stout School of Art and Design. So please let us bribe you and learn more about you. It will that particular survey will take, I would say, roughly 3 to 5 minutes to complete. So with that, free pencil. This is Symphonic Singers. The next set that we're singing are more about the beauty of nature. And first up we have the song Riversong, and we'll feature Connor on tin whistle. mentioning about the whole idea of Earth Week, well, Earth Day, really. Did you know that it was all started in Wisconsin? That, as a matter of fact, if you read the program notes, you can cheat. In fact, I don't remember the exact years. In the 1970s, Governor Gaylord Nelson of Wisconsin was the one who established this whole concept of Earth Day. And at this point, at least according to the official website of earthday.org, they claim that this is one of the largest civic social movements in the world that's toward environmental justice. Again, there are lots of things that we can do. And one thing is just to take a moment and think about our relationship with the Earth, the planet itself. And to that effect, this next song actually is also written in Wisconsin. John Harmon, the composer, is a Wisconsin native. And apparently this text was written when he attended a workshop as a writer of text. And then he wrote this text in reflection of all of that history of Wisconsin in connection with Earth Day. And the text itself imagines if we are the planet Earth. You may hear that if you listen carefully to the text, it is a very optimistic view of the planet. I hope that we can say that every single day, but sometimes it's good to at least have a place to dream toward. And so this is, the next song is I Am the Planet Earth. that is very exciting for us, including myself, tonight, right now, is that we get to learn a bit more about some real-world experience that some of our students at Stout have done toward the idea of bringing clean water to the environment. So with that, I'd like to invite Jeremiah and Elana to come on up and to introduce some of the work that they have done as part of the Engineer Without Borders UW-Stout student chapter.
Thank you for inviting us, Dr. Roy. As he said, we are Engineers Without Borders UW-Stout chapter. My name is Jeremiah Hubbard. I'm the president.
My name is Elana Showalter. I'm the vice president.
So for the past 4 years, we've been working on a project for a small village in Narverud, Ecuador, which is a village of about 100 people in the Andes Mountains, where we've been working to get them accessible clean water.
Last year, at the end of August, we went to this village for 10 days. Up there is the team of us, 2 of us, as well as someone else on the team, Jack Long, and a team mentor, Daniel Horace, all went to Ecuador. We stayed for 10 days, did manual labor, as well as on-the-spot calculations to ensure that our design actually functioned, and make sure that they could get clean water to the houses in the upper level of the community and the school in the community.
As of about 3 weeks ago, we finally got flowing water through the system that we put in just last summer. And so now we've been working diligently throughout this school year we've just had, and we'll continue working throughout this summer to continue the project and hopefully complete it by the end of this summer and get water to the entire community.
Yeah, so if you're looking for ways to help us, one thing you can definitely do if you are a UW-Stout student, we meet in Frickland Hall, room 114A, every Wednesday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. If you are at all interested, please find us. Please email one of us. Anything, just get connected. We would love to have you. I know our name is Engineers Without Borders. However, as a student chapter, you do not have to be an engineer to participate. You have to just be good at holding the shovel and doing some paperwork. As you can see up there, that QR code is to our UW-Stout website. From there, you can donate. A big thing that has been a limiting factor in us going back has been our funding. It's difficult. We raise all of the money ourselves. So if you at all want to help and you can't make the meetings or you don't know how to help, please follow that QR code. Even $5 will make a huge difference. Yeah.
And with that, thank you for listening. We'll give the stage back to the choir.
Those of you who are students at Stout, I hope you would consider checking out Engineer Without Borders and do some really cool projects out in the world. Next, we have a guest ensemble. Schola Cantorum of Eau Claire is based on none other than Eau Claire, Wisconsin. And this is a very small choir. We have about 11, sometimes 12 singers, and sometimes even less. And the choir's focus is to perform music from the Renaissance, the Baroque, and even the medieval sometimes when we feel like going way, way back in the centuries. So next up, we are bringing you 4 different songs, and I'll at least give you a bit of introduction here and there. So with what we're singing, these are all Italian madrigals. The translations are in your program, so feel free to check out what we're singing. The text might be a little difficult to approach in some way because it is so abstract. So this first piece that we're singing for you is called Valle, che de lamenti miei piena. So it literally means the valley that is filled with my sadness. In some way, Italian madrigals and those particular poems that you find in these music are essentially the most drama queen of drama queens. So this entire poem literally talks about how sad I am, and the tears coming down my eyes are forming rivers. And between the 2 rivers, there are these wild beasts. I personally like to imagine this poem actually literally describing a very sad person's face. So you can imagine the tears coming down. And literally in the text it says, flanked between the riverbanks are wild beasts and birds flying all about. So what are those wild bees? I'll leave it to your imagination. This is Valle de lamenti, miei.
Say
next song that we're singing is for 5 singers. And it is, if you will, a vocal pyrotechnics. There are a lot of fast notes. The page is very busy. You're more than welcome to come and take a look after the concert. Some pages, there are just a lot more notes than space. But it's fun, and the whole idea is to paint a picture of birds waking up in the morning in the forest. So it gets very busy, and if you listen carefully, you can even hear certain birds talking to one another in a conversation. So this is Vezzosi. Next song is also about birds, but it also needs an explanation. So you see, Italian madrigals, the ones that we're singing anyway, most of them are from somewhere around 15th to 16th century. And with that in mind, you would imagine that people are a bit more conservative in terms of their mindset, things they do, and whatnot. However, in Italian madrigals, as always, if you ever encounter a text and it talks about dying, it would be a little strange if you read it at face value. So with this text, il bianco e dolce cigno, the white and sweet swan. And this is talking about a swan singing her last note before she dies. And then the second half of the text would just say, oh, how I am so jealous about this swan. If I also can die 1,000 times a day, I would be very happy. What? So you see, if you know the code word, dying is also meaning to orgasm. This text would mean a whole lot more. So with that, this is il bianco e dolce cigno. piece from Schola Cantorum of Beauclair. If you like this particular group's music, shameless promotion. This group will be doing a free performance next Friday in Eau Claire downtown at Two Roots Arts and Wine Gallery. Whether you go there because of the cheese board, or the music, or also the wine and art, whichever way, we will start there around 7 o'clock, and you will hear even more of this type of music with even more hilarious commentary in between the songs. All said, there are some madrigals that are quite serious. This one that we're singing for you, called Italia Mia, for quite a few centuries actually has been kind of like a de facto patriotic song for people who speak Italian. You see, this whole idea of a country, a singular country as Italy, is a rather modern concept. It didn't really arrive, didn't really appear in the world until maybe about late 18th century, I would say. Before that, it was just a whole bunch of different countries. The Pope has his own papal empire. Florence is a country. Naples is a country. Venice is a country. It's wild. And they fight all the time. And this particular song, Italia Mia, essentially is a plea. The text itself takes the rivers, the main few rivers that flow through the Italian-speaking region, as a way to sort of substitute for this idea of the love for one's homeland and home place. It wasn't so much of that sort of nationalism that we are kind of familiar with these days, that people are just crying for one single flag that they would go under. But it is still, nonetheless, a musical cry for unity for all these people who have at least quite a lot in common. Language, food, which, by the way, pizza is not eaten everywhere in Italy, at least this time. But I digress. This is Italia Mia.
Stay
we have one more song that is not in English. And then I promise we'll come back to singing in English very soon. But this next one is actually quite fun for us to learn. It is a piece called Dulaman, and it is sung in Gaelic. Like a lot of Irish music, it is very fast. It is kind of a jig, but we have to sing it. And there are a lot of words. So with that, kudos to Sarah, who has learned all of the words. This is Dulaman. If you read the text, it might not mean much. This actually is quite common with a lot of folk songs. The words are really there kind of for fun. Literally, we're singing about seaweeds, different color of seaweed. But of course, these seaweeds are native to Ireland, and so again, that particular plant has a meaning to the culture itself. But otherwise, we're also singing about seaweeds that are wearing shoes. So this is Dulaman. Enjoy.
Ani en Vienna shana wa fawriya wa khrabiya no kana rakhulu gujime.
Tulamana binegui tulamana binegui gela tulamana farege tulamana binegui gela.
Rocky me ulisha tulamangela keno gragadere so tulamangela.
Tulamana binegui binegui gela tulamana farege tulamana binegui gela.
Rogare haduera tulamangela pereda gushara tulamangela.
Tulamana binegui gela tulamana farege tulamana binegui gela tulamana binegui gela tulamana binegui binegui gela tulamana binegui gela tulamana farege tulamana binegui gela tulamana binegui gela tulamana binegui gela.
Ani en Vienna shana wa fawriya wa khrabiya no kana rakhulu gujime.
Tulamana binegui gela tulamana farege tulamana binegui gela.
Taki en we orera tulamangela takakluish veleda tulamanwera.
Tulamana binegui gela tulamana farege tulamana binegui gela tulamana binegui gela tulamana binegui gela tulamana binegui gela binegui gela tulamana farege tulamana binegui gela tulamana binegui gela tulamana binegui gela tulamana binegui gela tulamana binegui gela.
Next, we're singing a text, Sunflower, by William Blake. With a lot of text poem by William Blake, they are rather difficult to decipher. But in some way, you can also apply a lot of your own imagination as well. We sing about a few different plants, sunflowers, and potentially references to maybe daffodils coming up. It seems very springy. But we're also talking about these plants coming out slowly, sort of dreading about the passage of time. We're talking about these plants coming out, flowers pushing out of the earth, specifically out of the graves to aspire. What do these all mean? We have no clear conclusion among all 20 plus of us. So I'm going to have to ask you to draw your own conclusion. This is sunflower. next song that we're doing is quite special. We did get a chance to speak with the composer herself. Melissa Dunphy is based in Philadelphia. And this particular song actually was written as a protest song at first. At Water's Edge sets the text of Psalm 137, and it essentially describes the experience of the Jewish people when they were being exiled all the way down to Babylon. And they were sitting along the river and basically weeping while their captors essentially stopped them from doing anything that defines them as a culture, and obviously did not let them go home. This song, when the composer wrote, why she wrote it was actually for the Westminster Choir College, which around, I think, 2018 was on the verge of being either closed completely. That is a, almost 180 years of tradition gone. And then it was later potentially being acquired, but essentially this choir college would have no cultural home or physical home to speak of. And so this was actually a song written for that group as a protest. And they sang at the premiere, was done on the streets during COVID. This would actually be late March of 2020. And they sang out on the street against the administration building. So it's a pretty heavy text, and again, much like Sunflower, I would invite you all to bring in your own interpretation or connection if you are thinking of any sort of people who are displaced in the world. This text speaks for that particular experience in that sense. And river in some way, once again, sort of tie us to a very specific physical location as a way to, for us to express our culture. So this is At Water's Edge, after which we will go into a song that you all might actually know, Shenandoah, yet another one where the image of river is being used as a way to identify a location or a country or a culture. So with this, we'll sing At Water's Edge and then Shenandoah.
At
which also means that unfortunately some people have to graduate. Unfortunate for me, of course. So with that, we have quite a list this semester. In somewhat particular order, we'll go by last name here. And if I'm acknowledging you, hopefully you get to sort of jump, wave, and whatnot to folks if you're the one who's graduating. First, we have Elana, who is graduating with a degree in graphic communications. He has been singing with symphonic singers for, I don't even remember how many semesters. It feels like a very long time. But I believe you were here even during, well, one of those very exciting COVID semesters. So I'm glad she's still singing with us and whatnot and now graduating. Nick Michelson, who is getting a degree in computer and electrical engineering and math. Nick has been singing with us only for 2 short semesters, but he also had been very active with the theater program. So very nice to have you in this group. Next we have Miei. Dom. He is graduating with a degree in computer science in game design. It was very interesting that I remember Dom was in my music theory class back in also the unfortunate semester of spring 2020. And then we finally get to meet in person, 1 or 2 semesters ago, and then you decided to come to sing in choir, which is great. And it's too bad that you have to graduate. Then we have Evan Rosenberg. He's graduating with a degree in video production, and it's been really fun having you in the choir, especially doing some of this really exciting tasks, such as taking group pictures and taking videos of the choir. And he's always taking it very seriously, and I also remember there was one semester you used us as your homework, interviewing people, filming rehearsals. We had an interview. It was a really fun experience. So it's always good to have you in chamber choir. Next up we have Colin Polakos. Colin is graduating with a degree in computer networking and information technology with a minor in information security management. Speaking of management, he has done quite a lot of that this year, especially really stepping up in sort of taking charge of Double Tones Acapella, as some of you have seen. Him sort of taking over in terms of like planning rehearsals, running the rehearsals, getting people together and sing, because sometimes you know, I get tired of doing that. It's really nice to have someone else do it. So, Colin also did a few arrangements of pieces for Double Tones. So if you're curious to hear Colin's own arrangement, which is also his honors college contract, feel free to come on out next Wednesday at 5 o'clock at the Raw Deal, and you'll get to hear that group sing a full set of, not just 3, but 9 songs, 3 of which are Colin's arrangements. So congratulations. Pat Schlotterach. Pat is graduating with a degree in digital marketing technology and computer science minor. And she has been one of the most active members in the UW-Stout performing arts, really. She's been singing in chamber choir, she's been singing in double tones for quite a few semesters, and also very actively participating in the theater program. And I don't know where she finds all the time, because she's also doing her degree in an extremely accelerated fashion. So she is actually graduating with just 3 years and throughout. So, but it's been great having you around. So, last, this is an interesting one. We have Dr. Mary Spade. She is graduating. She is retiring from a career here at Stout as the professor of international business and entrepreneurship. She has joined us since, I think, 2016, is that right? 17? Yeah. And so she's been around for a while, and it's really interesting that I get to work with her almost right away since she joined choir. First with Menominee Singers when I was working with that community group, and then later on, Mary also joined us and sing in symphonic singers and really bring a very different atmosphere and dynamics to the group since we have some faculty staff interacting with our singers in the class. It's always fun to see students getting excited about classes that you teach, and sometimes they're in your class, sometimes you coerce them in your class. And it personally has also been really fun being able to have that chance to work with you, Mary, on some really giant projects, like, I don't know, creating a new degree in arts administration and entrepreneurship. So, so it really had been a great time. With that, congratulations to all of those people who are graduating or graduating. I'd like to invite anyone who knows the Stout alma mater to either stand up and sing it very loudly or come on up and sing with us. This is the alma mater. The music is also printed on the program. So there you are. Don't be shy. We have one more graduation, if you will, to acknowledge. Michaela Gifford had been playing for us as our collaborative pianist of the Stout choir program for 11 years. In fact, we started our jobs together here. It's been, I don't know, it's been magical to have a partner in crime or non-crime that we get to work every rehearsal and getting a little bit of mind reading going on established. She's always there as far as when the choir needs the support and help and whatnot. And this is also her last concert with us. So, thank you very much. That we're singing for her. Michaela chose this song, River in Judea, one that is carry many meanings in terms of both the lyrics as well as when it had been sung before, or actually even for some of our choir members. I know that, interestingly, it ended up being the song that was chosen for a lot of you in high school choir when you were going to graduate, and then it happens to be 2020. So it's a very interestingly meaningful song. So we're going to sing this for all of us. River today.
Oftentimes
There you go. We have just one more song for you. I promise we'll let you out. With that. Our very final song is one that you can participate if you choose. It is a song called Let the River Run Free, and it comes to us from the United Kingdom. I came across this piece from the excellent research tool called YouTube.com. And oftentimes I like to find music that is really, really, really off-beaten path. This was one of them. It actually was also a protest song that was written primarily for singers who don't read music and whatnot, and was taught right on the street. And I reached out to the composer, and she was very happy that we were doing this. Within this piece, one of the choruses is actually sung in Welsh, which was really fun to learn, and of course, we need a lot of help to learn that. And surprisingly, the composer hooked us up with none other than the chair of the Welsh Language Society in the UK. So I think we have the most authoritative help in terms of pronunciation. It was fantastic. So with that, and actually I could not bring the composer in to chat with the choir. I wanted to, but whenever we rehearse, it is past midnight in London. So it was not very nice for the composer. However, I sent the recording of you all performing, and the composer loved it, and hopefully we will do that song justice. This is the first time it's being performed in the US. With that, the participation for you all, if you so choose, is that you can see the altos are over there, and they're kind of the main melody. The sopranos are there. They are also kind of the main-ish melody. Feel free to listen to them. We will sing this one particular chorus over and over again, just like what might happen if we were to hear this in a protest on the street. So if you feel like you know that particular melody, once you hear it more than enough, feel free to sing along if you like, or you can just enjoy it. So this is Let the River Run Free. One, two, three, four.